Hi, this is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications. Share me with a friend and on social media. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Alright, so today we are talking about Stasun. That's right, in this box is a 3-panel light from Stasun. It's 150 watts. It's a panel that you have 3 separate panels that you can adjust to the sides, the front. There's a lot of adjustments. We're going to go through that. So don't touch that dial. Stay right here as we open this box. We see what's inside and we check this puppy out.
Okay, now it's time for another edition of What's in the Box. What's in the box? What's in the box? A Stasun LED floodlight, 150 watts. It's a 3-panel light. Let's open the box. Cue the music, Phil. The box is bigger than the table. There's that. So in the box we have the light itself. Look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. Stasun QR code for Facebook. Warranty card. LED floodlight, instruction manual, a box of goodies, another box of goodies, and more instructions. So let's look at the light itself. There are 2 Cree LEDs per cell, I would say. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 cells, so 28 times 2. We are looking at 52 Cree LEDs per panel. It has a nice heavy duty bracket on the back for mounting. You can mount it this way, and then you can adjust these panels to move side to side, and this tilts and leans too with loosening of the Allen keys right there. So it's got a lot of mobility, it looks like. Cooling fins on the back. Here is your light system of wires. So they all pair together here like so, and then they go into the box, and then this plugs into here. So it's pretty cool looking there. And this is the bottom, and this is the top. So here we go, here's the top. So as you can see, there's a lot of light panels there. Alright, we're going to figure out a way to test this puppy so we can see the pure brightness of this 150 watt light panel. 150 watts. That's a lot of light.
Alright, we're looking at the Stasun LED light panel. That's right, this is the Stasun LED light panel. So in this light panel we have different adjustments we can do. The Stasun comes with 2 Allen keys.
And they adjust these pivot points. There's a pivot point here, and then there's this right here. So basically you can see that the Allen keys fit right in there. They're for the Stasun themselves. So that's cool. Each pivot point, each panel has a pivot point. So this panel can turn all the way this way, or it can turn all the way straight forward, and then it can even turn that far. There we go. Depending on how you have it set up. This panel right here, when loosened up.
Alright, so each light panel has a range of movement.
like so. This one can turn all the way this way, and this one can turn all the way that way. And then this one has a pivot point where it can control and pivot the entire bracket, like so. So if you wanted to, you could do multiple setups. There's the straight on setup. There's the setup where you can send the panel of lights to the side and still straight forward. So if you're mounting the bracket such as this right here, or mounting it up and down, you can actually have it hit a good range of light. So if you're trying to light up something in like a backyard, you can mount it to the center and then shine light to the sides and straight ahead. Let's see what this looks like. So you can see in the bracket here, this bracket can be mounted in multiple positions here, and it comes with these mounting anchors. Here's the mounting anchor itself. That's a pretty heavy duty mounting anchor. Mounting anchor. Not a mountain anchor, but a mounting anchor. So when you tighten this down here, this spreads up and goes into your concrete, wood, things of that nature. And that connects to the bracket here. And then with the Allen keys, you can tighten everything up the way you want it once it's installed. Now, let's look at the wires here real quick. Here is our wire setup. Each of these wires feels very thick. This is a well insulated wire, and it looks like it's insulated for water, so it probably has a decent IP rating. And I'll put the IP rating up on the screen over here. So here we go. We're going to take this and just disconnect it. You can see here, if I get it, it's very tight. There's a seal here, a red gasket seal. And then we just push it back in and you tighten down the cover like so. Alright, when you get to the box itself, you have the box here, which is well made. It's got a place where you can mount it via screws on it, and that's cool. This doesn't come apart. That is all together. Let's fire this puppy up. There we go. This is completely lit up at this time. You can see it from camera B here. It's casting out its light. I can't see the screen any longer on my other camera, my camera A, because this light is so bright. You can feel the heat generating off these Cree LEDs, and that's cool. So that's a bright light. Let's turn the sucker off. There we go. Now we're back to normal. Let's look at these Cree LEDs. See the two Cree LEDs, and it reflects the light throughout, refracting it, giving you a nice panel of light. That's pretty cool right there. Look at how clear that is right there. So you have 1, 2, 3, like an octagon shape going around it. And that's on all of them, and there's two Cree LEDs. Now, the diffuser in front of the LEDs, which is the shaded, diffuses the light, and then it looks like the shape itself refracts the light. And that's awesome. Alright, so now that we got it all set up and everything, we're going to take it outside when it gets dark and test the panel out. The usage of this panel is unlimited. Okay, so this is my backyard at night with no light on whatsoever except for the fountain light right there, and you can see those lights right there across, but it's pretty dark. Alright, so now we're going to turn on the Stasun light, and here we go. This is the Stasun light panel lighting up my backyard. You can see it lights pretty much the entire yard itself, all the way back to the tree. Matter of fact, I have to adjust it a little bit more so it doesn't go over my fence line. But that's the Stasun right there. You can see how bright it is. You can see all the coverage. Very cool. If I had one on the corner there and one on the corner there, I could actually shine light in every direction and really disturb my neighbors. But this is the Stasun 3-panel light. I have it right there mounted, and it lights up the whole backyard, all the way to the fence line, everything. You can see the wind blew all my crap over too. You can see the fountain now in its full glory. It's like daytime back here.
Alright, so now you got to see the Stasun 150 watt 3 light panel. It's a 500K daylight white light, and that's cool. As you can see, when I put it up where I did it on top of my patio and I have it angling down, it actually lights up the whole backyard, makes it feel like daylight out. So I guess the daylight white works. There you go. The adjustability on it is very cool. You can adjust these 2 panels on the side to go directly to the side each way. So if you're putting it in a corner, not only can you get the whole front area here, but you can get down the side and you can get down the other side. That's cool. I can see tons of uses for this light. If you have a large RV area, you could put it there and get your backyard, the RV area, all with one light set in a proper place. If you're using it in an office area, you can put that up high and you can shine it down to your parking lot, and you will be able to cover a lot of space. If you put a couple of those up, you could probably cover the whole parking lot with them. I can see them used in stadiums. I can see them used in playgrounds. There's lots of uses, and these things shed a lot of light. For me, it's conclusive to put it across the backyard so we can light down. That way when we have people over, and that we can have the whole backyard lit up. It actually goes beyond my property line, so I have to go in and adjust it so the light does fall at my property line. Not shining into my neighbor's backyard. Durability, this thing looks like it's built like a Mack truck. It's a hefty light, so the anchors it uses are hefty anchors, just like these. I happen to get two sets of them in my package, so that's cool, but this is a heavy duty anchor. So when you're thinking about anchoring it, what you're going to anchor it to, you can anchor it to concrete, you can anchor it to wood. There's a lot of different options. I'm going to tell you, it's a little hard to anchor to stucco. I actually had to make a board and then mount that to the framing of my house and then put the light in to get it into the location I wanted. So there you go. That's just in my house. I live in a styrofoam cup with stucco on it. It's a nice light. I think this thing does very well. I don't have any complaints about the adjustments. I think I have a buddy that I would totally suggest this light to if he wanted it, because he has a large piece of property, and in that piece of property he wants to cover lots of different areas. So he could put 2 of these lights and cover the entire side yard and the entire backyard with no problem with this type of light. Wiring it up, you're going to have to call an electrician if you can't do it yourself. If you're not going to pull the wires out and go to where you want it to be, I would hire a qualified electrician to wire that light in. Unless you have existing wiring, then it's just take off the panel, pull the wires in, tighten the wire nuts, make sure everything's secure, watertight, and you're good to go. So, if you're interested in the Stasun 150 watt light panel, I put a link below where you can find it, along with all the specs and details. Stasun has made some offers, and they're in the description below too. So this is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications. Share me with a friend and on social media. And I will see you soon. 153 watt. Oh, wait. I got that messed up. See. Stasun. Alright. So let's try this again. So now you got to see the Stasun 150 light panel. 150 light panel. I can't talk today.